Hi and welcome to JD's Sketchbook and this special Inktober edition. I've wanted to submit something for Inktober for years, and now I'm finally taking a shot. When I first looked at the prompts for 2025, the first prompt is mustache. Who could I draw with a mustache? The first guy that I thought of was Yosemite Sam. But that long handlebar mustache got me thinking of somebody else. Sturm Brightblade. This was the first character I ever played in a role-playing game, and I thought he'd be perfect for some inking practice. I took reference from actor Eowyn Mackin to whip up this pencil sketch. So let's get started. First I outline with my dip pen. I want to go with more organic shapes because I want Sturm to look mythic. Sturm Brightblade was created by Margaret Weis and Tracy Hickman as a part of the Drangonlance storyline. He's a paladin and a knight of Solamnia, who inherited his armor and his sword from his father. His long mustache is an ages-old symbol of the Solamic Knights. When I was in 6th grade, I found Sturm's character stat card lying on the floor in my school. I picked it up and carried it around for a while because I thought it looked cool. Then, during a study hall, there were a few guys in my class that were playing this game. I watched for a while and saw that they all had their character sheets written out by hand, but I recognized some of the details, like strength, wisdom, and thaco. This was just like the Sturm Brightblade card that I'd been carrying. I showed them my character card and they let me join their game. So I owe a thanks to Dan, Jamie, and Adam for introducing me to the world of fantasy role-playing games. I still have that character card around here somewhere, and I used that portrait art as reference. But I want to go a little heavier with the ink and give him some more hatchline shading on the face. Here I switch over to my Winsor Newton brush to ink in the hair. I'm making some quick swashes to give the impression of messy hair. And as I'm working, I let the brush dry out a little bit. This shows off the individual bristles more so I can dry brush in strands of hair in the highlights. The Winsor Newton makes quick work here. I had thought about doing this whole piece with a brush, but the brush doesn't give me the same control I need for the finer details. Each tool has its own use, and this brush works great for the hair. I have to pay attention to where my light source is coming from, and go darker on the shadow side, and leave more open bits and dry brushing for the parts that are reflecting the light. And with fresh ink, I blacken in his bodysuit. I had intended to sketch in the filigree on his armor, but then I realized this would have turned into a 20-minute video. It's still looking a little flat, so I go back with my speedball dip pen and add some more shading. And splat! Got a big ink drop. But that's right in the shadow of his cheek, so I just spread it around a little to fill in the shadow. This causes me to go a little darker than I intended, but shadowing half his face does match the tone of this piece, and closely matches the reference photo I was working from. So I work in some more shading around the rest of the face. Carefully outlining the eyes, and then touching up the finishing details. There it is, the finished work. I hope you enjoyed this look at my first work for Inktober. Be sure to like and subscribe, and you can always check out some of my other videos. Until next time, I'm JD, and this box is closed.